MRecktv.
Shout out to all, just, taking it one day at a time, but I appreciate y'all love and prayers and everything, I am alive. I had a call from my brother, Two Gun Un. He's like, bro, you gotta go live. You gotta go live, son. We live.
Peace, worlds. M.Reck for MRecktv. I gotta do the special hand rub, the Birdman hand rub for this one right here. I got my new partner in the building. It's always been my partner, but it's gonna be my partner when it comes to this content. Debo, the infamous Debo, is back in the building. Debo, what up?
Man, what up? What's the word out here, man? Hold on. Let's give us a round of applause. Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes,
The
sir.
Reck and Debo show, man. What's going on,
yes,
man?
the M.Reck and Debo show.
I appreciate you, M.Reck, man, because, not for nothing, I'm going to say this. You help put a lot of people on, man. A lot of people don't, put that out there. And that's very unfortunate, man, because us as black brothers and whatnot, man, we supposed to big up each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
So I definitely want to bring that interview to you and shit, which I did, which I promised that, and we back again, man. And
yes,
I know
sir.
how solid you are, man. The word of the day is solid. And that's
love
what
that.
you are. You
Thank
know what I'm
you.
saying?
And vice versa, King.
When I do this, I always think about you, man. My man Reck.
Salute, King. I appreciate that, man. Listen.
Brooklyn, from the Bronx to Brooklyn, brother.
Come on, man. BK to the BX. You know what I mean? You said the word of the day is solid. We're going to run with that, but the other word of the day is valid. So we got the solid and valid. Ooh, that might be the show right there. The solid and valid show. Woo!
Yeah. Solid and valid. Let's go. What's
Let's
up? Talk to me.
So listen, Debo, man, we got to address what's on the landscape right now. I woke up to it. It was real disturbing news, shocking news. It sent shockwaves through the battle rap community, the rap community in general, and just the world in general. It was a headline that said Loaded Lux is dead. Talk to me. Like, where was you at when you first got the news? Talk to me, King.
Number one, I was sleep through that, man, because I had a couple of phone calls to try to check in on that. Like, if I knew Lux, like, yo, did you hear? Like, I mean, I know Lux and whatnot, but salute to him, man. But first and foremost, man, let's just get to it, man.
Yeah.
I woke up to that, and for some reason, Reck, I knew it was bogus. I knew it was false. Because Rex ain't the type to, shout out to my man Rex. Lux ain't the type to move around like that to get caught up in some crazy shooting or something like that. I mean, you never know what would happen out here, but Lux is always conservative. He's always careful. He's always, with his own circle and stuff like that. So I wouldn't have thought, it wasn't in my energy. I wasn't feeling that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like.
I agree. When I heard that, I said, that don't even sound like Lux being in a situation like that. But anything can happen to anybody at 100%.
So, I was hoping and praying that didn't happen first and foremost.
Likewise.
But I just had that feeling. Nah, I can't believe that. Especially who the source was coming from. Because when I knew it came from dude, Sub-Zero and whatnot, you know him from back in the days doing the DVD Sub-Zero.
Correct.
I said, yo, this dude right here, man, he's animated. He just talks crazy. And he has a lot of axes to grind, and let's put it out there. Let's put the information out there. First and foremost, he called him his ex-partner. If y'all don't know, Sub-Zero and Loaded Lux did the Lions Den together.
Yep.
Right. Sub-Zero was supposed to be the cameraman, the guy that, film, edit, put it out, and Lux is supposed to be the host, the guy, the person out there, the figurehead and whatnot.
Correct.
I guess somewhere along the lines, this was like decades ago, like 2 decades ago and shit like that.
Damn,
somewhere along.
You're right. It was like 2 decades.
Come on, man. I know my history, man, on battle rap and hip hop and the entertainment world. That's what I'm here for, brother.
Facts.
You know too, but
keep building.
Let's put the history correct.
Correct.
They had a falling out because Lions Den supposed to be on Sub-Zero DVD, and they were supposed to break bread with each other. So that falling out might have happened when Kid Capri came around and he wanted to put Lions Den on HBO. I don't know if y'all remember that. Yeah, it was between that. I think it was between that time and whatnot. So we all don't know the intricacies and the details as to how it fell out, but I know it was over money. It's always over money, Rec. You know how this shit happens.
Of course.
Right.
You know how it goes.
So Sub-Zero was more vocal about it, whereas Lux was like quiet. Lux ain't gonna put things out there. He's always gonna keep it moving, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? He's beloved. So beloved. He's gonna keep it moving, right?
Facts.
So throughout the years, Lux was building his brand,
Correct.
whereas Sub-Zero was, over here, kind of probably stagnated and stuff.
He was in limbo, probably.
Right, to
Because
him,
the
right.
DVD game and everything with the internet, things was changing real rapidly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when URL jumped off the DVD game and did Smack. And that's when French Montana jumped off Cocaine City and did French. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
As an artist. That's when Fendi left to come up. Left that behind and rock with Nicki for a time and some other artists and whatnot. So a lot of cats came out of the DVD era and actually were successful.
Yep.
Whereas Sub-Zero was still hanging on Sub-Zero, but try to transfer it from DVDs to online and shit like that. Now,
And a lot of people didn't make that transition because Forbes DVD, we also put DVDs out and we had the website. You know what I mean? So it was
legendary website.
It was like a 1-2
I just say
combo with
website.
us. You know what I'm saying?
Let's slow it down, Rex.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Okay.
Let's say legendary website because Forbes DVD was doing a lot of things before a lot of people.
Oh, yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yes,
I remember at the time it was Forbes DVD and World Star going at it. You know what I'm saying? For
Talk to
content,
him, King.
the battle of the content. You got to be a real historian about these things. If you don't know what you're talking about, man, just leave it alone and just learn
Please
from
leave
the
it
big
alone.
dogs.
Yes.
Learn from the big dogs.
Yes.
So whereas I think there was just some bitterness, man, from Sub, man. He probably felt like, and this is from an assumption point of view, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna sit here like these other media people and paint a picture as if it's true. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from an assumption point at this point right here. Whereas Sub-Zero probably, felt like he didn't get his just due. He's Sub-Zero. You know what I'm saying? While all these other guys is being bigged up and talked about and called legends and icons, and niggas want to put me to the side. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me say this. Let me interject.
Talk to him.
People say give people their flowers while they here and all that. Me, I don't really live by that motto. My motto is I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass another king his crown. Because flowers die. You get those
so
flowers
on
to them
this show, we're gonna
side
dead the
bitches.
flowers. We ain't talking about the flowers no more.
Yeah,
But
but
the crown is gonna be passed to another king. That's what we're gonna do. No
That's
more
what we
flowers
on.
on this show.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Leave them flowers for them side bitches and flowers die and all that. You dig what I'm saying?
100%.
So look, I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Sub. Well, look, his name is actually Freeze. DJ Deep Freeze.
We know. Yep. If you done,
right?
yep. DJ
That's
Deep
his
Freeze,
name.
right.
Sub-Zero is the DVD brand, right?
100%.
And I guess that's his brand now while he on the internet. That's his YouTube brand, Sub-Zero News. I don't know the exact framing of it, but he's a legend. He's a DVD legend. You know what I mean? We're gonna put that out there.
Can't take that away from him.
He gets stripped?
No. He can't. I said you can't take that away.
You can't take the DVD legend away from him. All right. But now everybody is in an uproar because he put out bad information, misinformation, because Loaded Lux didn't get killed. First and foremost, let's put that out there. Loaded Lux is alive and well, according to
he's healthy.
He's healthy. Yeah, exactly. In the words of the infamous Loaded Lux, healthy. We looking real healthy out here. So salute the Loaded Lux on that. Now, unfortunately, his brother, I heard, was the one that was in that tragic situation.
Right.
So I want to say
which makes it even more worse.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, our condolences.
Yeah. Let's send our condolences to
shout out to Head Ice. Head Ice is putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to cut your wisdom.
Yeah, you good.
But even Head Ice is putting that information out there. This is the thing that's very upsetting.
Hold on. Stop right there. You said Head Ice is putting what information out there?
Information as far as like what happened. I guess it was Loaded Lux's brother, because his family member and whatnot. So,
gotcha.
You know, you
Gotcha.
got to
And his
remember
brother name was J Lux, if I'm not
J
mistaken.
Lux,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You got to remember, Head Ice is close with Loaded Lux. They
Yeah,
been
that
boys
they both
from
my
the
brothers. I
sandbox.
know them well.
There we go, from the sandbox.
And I know Freeze well too. I know him well.
Got you,
Yeah.
got you.
Mhm.
Now here's the thing, that to continue the context.
Yes.
After the Fendi fight and all that. Remember the fight with him and Fendi in
Oh
in
man,
the
it was
store and what you
infamous.
call it?
Yes.
Right, right.
It was in Harlem at this Caps USA.
Cap
I know
USA.
'cause I used to
Right,
drop the Forbes DVD there and the Gutter Music mixtapes up in there,
right,
heavy. So yeah,
right.
I know the spot. My man Omar happened at his spot.
Shout out to
Mhm.
Omar. Right,
Shouts
right.
to Omar.
So
Mhm.
between that, he also did the I guess try to do the female booty magazines or something like
Yeah,
how
he had
K
a
Swift used to do it and all
magazine.
that.
I forgot what it was called, but yeah, he had a magazine as well as the DVD. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. So he gets no excuse for what he the information he put out on Loaded Lux. He gets no excuse for that. That was,
Mm,
in my eyes, that was corny. You understand what
mm,
I'm saying?
okay.
But let's look at the psyche of the man and shit. And like I said, this is coming from an assumption point.
Okay,
You
let's
know,
go there.
all these things he's trying, it's just not coming to fruition, I guess, for him.
Mm,
Some people can make excuses, say, "Yo, what he talking about? I got all this money. I'm doing this, that, and that."
mm,
A lot of that be cap, man. When a lot of people be on these cameras, they spew lies. Their
mm.
lives is not as good as they want to, make it look on these
Correct.
cameras.
Correct.
But we don't know what that man going through. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, I do digress. That was trash. Like he was not
Yeah, that was
like,
foul.
I don't
I'm gonna
care
be
how
honest.
bitter you
Yeah.
are towards an ex-partner that you did business with. You don't do no trash shit like that. You understand what I'm
Because
saying? That
even the
came from a bitter
intro,
place.
it came from a bitter place.
Mm-hmm.
An ex-partner of mine,
Mm-hmm.
Loaded Lux, who I did the Lions Den with,
Yo, you
is
sound
dead. Got shot 2 times to the face in
mm-hmm.
DC. And he said something to the fact, and I'm just reiterating it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? From what I remember,
Mm-hmm.
you should know better not to be in DC. Like, I guess he was referring
Right.
to when Cam got hit in
Yeah.
DC, and then the whole Alpo thing with
Right.
DC, the history with
DC
Harlem and
don't play.
DC.
Yeah. DC, Harlem, DC. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
guess he was referring to that.
Them ties still go back to the 80s.
Yeah.
You
But
understand?
also, I don't want to skip because you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned something about Fendi and Sub-Zero having
Mm-hmm.
that drama.
Mm-hmm.
It popped off in Cap USA in Harlem,
Mm-hmm.
where he rocked Fendi,
Mm-hmm.
right? Fendi ate it, and then
Mm-hmm.
Fendi
Came at
came
him.
in like Mike Tyson,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
caught him like a good
Mm-hmm.
7-8,
Like he
and,
was using these back here.
and his sub eye was like a
Crazy.
cannonball.
Right.
It was the size of a cannonball.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I didn't think I thought he lost the eye. Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
Yo.
his shit was crazy. His shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Fendi
I
had him
wanted to
dead.
get to that because a lot of people may not
Don't remember that.
know what
Yeah.
happened between
Yeah.
Fendi and Sub. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all we doing is putting the history out there.
That's
So
it. We
it
ain't
is
trying
what
to
it
shit on
is.
nobody. We putting the
Yeah.
history out.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay, I just
So
wanted to bring you back there
nah,
because
it's all good.
yeah,
But
okay.
this whole thing with the Loaded Lux announcement of him passing away and all that due to the tragic whatever
Mhm.
is so left. Like, we know you probably bitter, but you shouldn't be that bitter. Like, that's
Dang.
crazy. That's crazy. So there's no rhyme or reason for it because everybody's just
Mhm.
shaking their head and scratching their head like, yo, why would he even report that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That look, and some people are saying, yo, he look happy reporting that.
Yeah, I
That
seen
even
that
look
too.
crazy.
I seen that
That even
too.
look crazy. Yo, beloved is is too beloved. They don't let
Yeah,
it go.
that's a fact.
Like, you can't do that to a person of Lux's stature and get away with
Hell
it.
no.
The community is on that boy.
Yeah.
On that
Yeah.
boy like a
Now
house on
they
fire, man.
love Loaded Lux, man. You know what I'm saying?
Love ain't the word. He's like
Yeah.
considered the Black Jesus in battle rap.
That's
You
that's
understand
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
Is
That's a fact.
the nerve, right? The
The
gall.
nerve.
How dare you, Freeze?
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you?
And then
But
this is the thing that people really mad about.
mhm,
He left it up.
he
It's
left it
still
up. It's
up.
still up there.
It's
It's still
still
up
on his channel.
there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what's the rhyme and reason for that?
Listen, as a grown man, and I'm pretty sure he's past 40. You know what I'm saying? 40 something years old. As a
Mhm.
grown man, you couldn't, as a reporter on the streets, as a journalist with the microphone in front of you, giving the information to the people, you couldn't do your due diligence and see if that information is actually true.
Come
You
on,
couldn't
man.
have done that before you made that announcement and let it spread throughout the internet.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
So
That's
so
very
now
irresponsible.
very irresponsible. Now we're asking the why did he do it for? What's the
Hmm.
reason?
Hmm.
My only assumption of my
Hmm.
conclusion is he was just a bitter business partner and he still
Hmm.
feel away from however him and Lux fell
From
out
20
since
years
back
ago.
then. Right,
Hmm.
right. You understand what I'm saying? So this wasn't smart at all. This
Mm.
wasn't smart. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I could say about that shit, Rec, is that it's content coonery.
Damn.
That's all it is. It's content coonery. And like I
Hmm.
said, this YouTube shit, this box that we in, some people are so die hard up for money
Hmm.
that they got to have a certain amount of views monthly to get that check that they know they supposed to get, so they could pay that rent, phone
Mm.
bill, light bill, water
Correct.
bill, whatever.
Correct.
You understand? Some people don't have no job. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Some people, this is all they do right here. So they have
Yeah.
to go to a means of shock jock value just to get that. And this is as
Mm.
shocking as it gets. You don't
Oh
play with
man, it don't
nobody
get no
named
more
like that.
shocking than this.
It don't. You don't play with nobody named like that, right? You don't.
Oh
You
man,
just don't. It's retarded. You like
this is
this is
this.
worse than SMD. Like you don't play with
You're
nobody
right.
named
You're
like
right.
that.
This is worse than SMD.
Worse. I never thought I could hear
You
worse.
can't come back
Oh,
from death.
you can't come back.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So on that note, I'm glad we addressed that. Now I want to say this, and then
Hmm.
your freeze, man. Just make it right, man. Take that down and
And apologize.
and apologize to Lux, his family, his fans, and to the people, and just handle your business. You know what you got to do as a man, and then just put a new video up, man, and saying, "Yo, I made a mistake." Own up to it.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Take accountability.
oh.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
don't just no. Let's
Mhm,
keep it 100. Don't just say I made a mistake.
mhm.
Tell him the reason as to why you did it. Because I'm pretty sure when he put it
Mm,
up there, he knew Lux wasn't dead.
mm,
I got that feeling he knew he wasn't. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because
mm.
he wanted to find a reason to get some type of energy off. And like I said, people was like, yo, he didn't even look remorseful. He didn't even look
Yeah.
like, yo, my condolences. Like, yo, he was an ex-partner, but even though we had a falling out with a business, I still feel like, you know what I'm saying, that was my man. Such and such, boom, boom, bam, whatever. It didn't look right.
So you
And
thinking Freeze put that information out on some like this is his, this is his get back in a sense?
that's what it seemed to me. That's
Wow.
what it seemed to
That's
everybody.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's what it seemed to everybody. He didn't even take it down. He know people
Yeah.
is livid over
It's
this
still
shit.
rocking right now. And it's like
He got
damn
the
near
information.
24 hours.
The man is still alive and he still got that up.
Now look, before we go, now, okay, Lux might be going through a grieving moment.
That's another thing. It's just disturbing
Lux ain't
because
putting nothing out either.
it's not it's disturbing to the point where okay, we know Lux is good.
Hmm.
He's alive and well, but
Hmm.
yet and still he's going through something with probably, you know what I'm saying? With of course his family member,
That's his brother.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that being up there just attaches itself to the information. Like it's just egregious. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Are we
it's
we are
crazy.
is you psychopathic? Like this is the things we want to know. We want to. I really want to study as to why you would do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Matter of fact,
So
I may try to get him on the phone, but then again, I'm pretty sure everybody was trying to get him on the phone.
I'm
So
pretty
I
sure
know I know I ain't gonna get through because I haven't spoken to Freeze in probably like since 2000, since that shit with Fendi happened.
that's
And
crazy.
that was like when
Yo,
that shit happened.
my piece
15
of
years
advice,
ago?
Rack, leave him right where he at. You don't even want that energy. Leave him right where he at.
Nah, I don't want that energy.
That energy will go through the phone, man, and
You're
give you
right.
a dark cloud and shit. Leave that
Nah, I don't
right
need no
where that's
dark clouds. Right now it's looking real sunny over here, man. You feel
at.
me?
Fat now.
The money over here looking sunny. You feel me? The money over here ain't funny. It's looking real sunny. We in the light right now. You feel me? So look, we gonna leave that right there.
We done knocked out Kingsley Coleman. This your boy, Reggie Curry, you know what I'm saying? This is my cousin, Strong Joe, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
No, I know me, old you fuck with lambskin condoms.
I don't even want my man to eat my because I eat meat from Aldi's. The f wrong with you? Aldi's, you should eat this. We don't know what the f that meat is. No!
For real, I heard a nigga get in prison. That's not the part about it. The part about it is he had the audacity to ask me why I ain't helping him. I said, it ain't no point of both of us get.
I step up, look him right in his eyes. He go to pat me down. Pop, 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 pop. $20, homeboy. I'm like, no sir!
First of all, can I ask y'all a personal question? Is this microphone really necessary at this Come on, we knock y'all out. We knock y'all with punchline, punchline, punchline. You know how we turn. Give me a second.
MRecktv.